Hello.
Hi, Glenn. Hi, Glenn.
Hi, that's a lot better.
Perfect. Perfect. Is it loud enough?
Yeah, that's. I've got you loud and clear. So you're in the estate agents, and the estate agent's called Steve, yeah?
Yeah, Stephen, and we've got Lindsay here as well. Hello.
Okay. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. Hi. No.
Hi. So, my understanding is the property's been stripped out,
Yeah.
and at the moment it's not mortgageable. Although the owners have said they'll put in some sort of kitchen, temporary bathroom to allow a mortgage.
They'll do that if it is a real issue, yes, I'm sure.
Okay. So, because right now, at the moment, I'd imagine the property's unmortgageable without a kitchen.
Well, it's got services and it's got running water, so we may beg to differ, but far away anyway.
Okay. It's normally, there's quite a lot of mortgage companies that won't mortgage something that's got no kitchen or no bathroom. But anyway, so what is it that the vendor's looking for price-wise?
Well, we've not had an offer yet. The property's been on for about a week. The guide price is 420.
Yeah.
Not an easy house to value and possibly not an easy house to sell in the long run. We'll find out fairly soon. I think they will take an offer on the 420.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to go empty for the winter. You tend to get a bit of a snapshot when you're selling something like this.
Yeah.
It either goes very quickly at the price we set, or fairly soon we know we've got to look at the price and then the executor will do that with
Yeah.
evidence that we might be able to supply in a week or two. So I would say get an offer in there.
Yeah.
If it's harsh to start with, we'll run with it.
Yeah.
And very quickly we'll get an idea, I think, from them as to what their expectations are.
Okay.
There's three executors. They're all local.
Yeah.
They're all fairly easy to get to. I've got email addresses for all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're interested, I think the bid that you put in will tease their response out and we'll know where we are.
Okay.
Because it would be the first offer we've had in on the property.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what their reaction will be, but they're all nice people. They all want it gone.
And
I think the trouble is, hello, hi, hello. I think the trouble is on this one, wearing my hat, we've got interest, constant interest, which doesn't help your cause. If somebody's going to put an offer in on a property where there's no interest, it's much easier to negotiate.
yes, of course.
On a property where there's interest, and for as much as we can say to a fluent face, okay, we've had 20 viewings, but we've had no offers.
Yeah.
They don't see that. They see 20 viewings.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And
an.
number 21 will put in an offer. So bear in mind that we do have the interest. What I'm really saying is, don't come in too silly.
No. What
A,
I'm.
you can insult them, and B, I mean, they'll reject your first offer anyway, as you know.
Yeah.
Most offers are rejected. Most people go in 3 stages or 2 stages.
Yeah.
First one's silly. No,
Okay.
thank you. Second one, we're nearly home. Third one, we're home.
Okay. And do you think that there's any bad vibes going on with the family where one might agree and one might not, etc., etc.?
Well, Steve can answer that, and I don't know.
That's a difficult one then, and again, we'll only probably find that out once an offer goes in. We are dealing with 3 executors.
Okay.
Two of them, the third one is also local.
Okay.
2 of them are charming, very nice people. But of course, I don't think that the executors are possibly even taking any of the money. I think it's their job to realise the best price.
Yeah. Sure.
For the family.
Okay.
So I think with conversations with them about an offer, that's when we'll leak a little bit more information out.
Okay.
Okay, there's two family members we're acting for. One is desperate to sell, one doesn't mind waiting 12 months. We'll get that sort of information.
Okay. All right.
The executives, the chats I've had with them, they are keen to sell.
Okay.
It's a role they've got to see through. They don't want it empty for the winter. We don't either.
No.
So
Okay.
we've got
All
to
right.
be cards
And with a reasonable quality refurb, what's the value going to be of the property when that's done?
Yeah, I think we can be pretty exact on that. I think with a reasonable quality, you're going to be at about 500.
Yeah,
Okay. I think if you pushed it,
yeah,
with a really nice spec, you'd go north of 5. You might be 525, 530.
right, okay,
Good sized house. I think it's about 1,300 square foot, maybe 1,400 square foot. Big garden, parking, garage, all the big things in town.
okay. Well, look, I think this is a bit unique in that this isn't something that Cass and Kim are looking at buying to flip to make a profit. They're looking at buying to keep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for me, it's about helping them to structure it in a way that will help towards their deposit, etc., etc. Okay.
Excuse me, just sort of being a little bit asking questions. Is it to present to the bank? Or
Is what? Sorry.
are you doing a plan to put to the bank?
No, we've got a plan to put to you.
Not what you were helping put things together, figures, etc.
Yeah, no. Getting a mortgage is not the issue. It's the offer. So, how I'd like to propose we do it is to do some sort of exchange of contracts to allow Kim and Cass to do a refurb, which should normally be about 6 weeks. Okay, to offer if we start at 400, because I think that's a sensible, and that will probably work quite well for them as well as working for us. And the work will be done by a builder that will want the vendors to pay out of the sale of the property. So, okay,
Yeah, do you want to exchange contracts?
yeah,
Okay. 10% down, something like that?
yeah. What we want to do is exchange probably at 525.
Sorry, say that again, Ben.
We want to exchange at the end value price.
Right.
Okay, where we think it's going to value at the end. So exchange at 525. Okay, to do the work,
Yeah.
to then get it valued at 525,
Yeah.
and for them to pay the difference between the 400 we're asking and the 525 price to Kim and Cass's building company for the work they've done.
Yeah, I'm halfway there, Ben.
Okay. All right, let's go for it one more time. So exchange contracts with an agreed end price going to the vendors at 400.
Yeah. Happy with that.
Okay, and then basically Cass and Kim will complete at 525. Okay, and the 525, the difference between 400 and 525 will pay the builders for the refurb they've done.
Okay.
Okay, which means that they're buying the house all done, ready to move into, and there's no mortgageability problems.
Yeah.
And basically, they've got the uplift in the refurb on day one.
Yes, Cass gets the uplift.
Yes, they'll get the benefit of the uplift because basically, whatever building company they use, the 125 grand cost that Cass and Kim have had to pay out for whatever it has cost to do the refurb, they'll get 125 grand back on completion.
Bloody hell. Yeah, Glenn, I'm really struggling. I don't know what. I'm sure it's black and white. I'm just struggling.
Right,
I understand that you
so-
exchange at let's say 10% of
The end,
525.
yeah, 525, yeah. And the beauty, just slightly to throw thing in there, because Cass and Kim own other properties, this is extra 3% stamp duty kicking about, yeah. But if a house is uninhabitable, they don't have to pay the extra 3%. Okay, that's a recent ruling that's been done.
So do we go to the executors with
We go to the executors with 400,
Yeah.
okay? But say we want to do the work.
Who pays for the work?
Cass and Kim will pay for all of the work.
I understand that.
Okay, they'll pay the builders, and potentially, let's just say for the purposes of this, it's me that's doing the building work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cass and Kim will pay me for doing the building work. I'll do the building work,
Yeah.
and then on sale, when sale finishes at 525, the owners get their 400, and I get the 125 difference for doing the build.
And between exchange and completion,
There'll be probably about 8 weeks in order to do the refurb.
enabling Kath and Kim to do the building work.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. And
So delayed completion of 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's 8 weeks. Yeah.
An early-ish exchange.
Yeah, they can exchange probably as fast as they can. They don't need necessarily to get a mortgage offer valuation yet. Obviously, once the refurb's done, we've got to take into account the time it's going to take to get the mortgage offer sorted.
yeah. Right. So I'm getting there. But I still want to know. Yeah. Sorry, I do apologise for that. So when I'm talking to the executors, am I offering them? I'm offering them 400,000.
Yeah, you're offering them 400
Great.
With
And
a 10% deposit on exchange.
with a 10% deposit on exchange.
Balance paid on completion, which will be the balance, taking the 10% off the 400.
Yeah, 10% of the 400. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And are we setting a completion date of say 3 months then?
We're setting a completion date of, we can set a target date of 3 months, but it just needs to provision, but the solicitors will deal with that, just in case the mortgage hasn't quite come through right on time.
Understood. Yeah. So for instance, so I go to the executors offering 400,000.
Yeah,
Okay. We're exchanging at 10%.
yeah,
The delayed completion.
yeah.
Okay. How soon do you think you could get to exchange?
Um,
Get a contract out quickly.
a week, as fast as the solicitors can
Yeah.
move.
Okay. So the money would be there for an exchange.
Yeah,
Okay. So quick exchange.
yeah,
Delayed completion of 3 months, but it might be sooner.
yeah. It'll be,
To exchange, which, as you know, we're going to have to set a completion.
yeah, exactly. There has to be a long stop date, but you can provision on that long stop date. So,
Backstop at 3 months, but it might be sooner if the builders are amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, this is normal stuff, isn't it? But the only thing I can't get my head around is where does the 525
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Because once we've completed at 400.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Where does the extra?
We might have to exchange at 525. I think the solicitors might want us to exchange at 525. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And basically, what we're saying to them is, look, we want to spend 125 grand on the property,
Yes.
but we want it to be, part of our mortgage.
Yes. So the idea is to get the mortgage to pay the builder in the end.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yes. 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 I think I can understand that. So you would exchange on 525.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
With delayed completion.
Yeah.
I mean, the risk is, to be fair, is all yours.
Yeah.
Because on completion, you're only handing over the difference between 10% and 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will the property to get your mortgage on Linen Street?
I can't see how that's going to work mortgage-wise.
Does the surveyor to get the mortgage money to pay the builder?
Yeah. What the builder will do is put a charge on the property for 125.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that the solicitors will pay the builder at the end for the work.
Yes. Okay.
Can I just, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name.
Glenn.
Glenn, are you a lawyer, Glenn?
No, but I have quite a lot of lawyers ring me to structure things like this.
Yeah.
So, I'm just asking, because, we're talking divulging figures here, etc.
Yeah.
So, what are you? What are you?
I've done
You're a
hu-
broker.
no, I've done hundreds of property deals, hundreds of developments, and lots of them have been what we call delayed completions, like we're trying to talk about at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm more an expert in structuring stuff for win-win deals.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think I understand that, Glenn. I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah, the benefit is that
Yeah.
they're actually buying at 525. The mortgage application goes through at 525,
Yes.
and they don't have to worry about not getting mortgage offers or being restricted to lenders because of it not being mortgageable at the moment.
That's right.
Bear with me.
Yeah, I understand that as well.
And you know, if there's any change from the refurb at 525, they get that back.
Yeah. Brilliant. I think I've got that. And to be fair,
36.
the offer is not insulting. And I think I can.
And realistically, I think the thing to sell it on is the fact that, you know, it might be another 8 weeks before you get an offer, by which time it would have
Yeah.
it would have been done, and we'd be very close to completion.
Yeah.
It
The
is.
timing is not a disaster. I don't think 3 months because you've got Christmas in the middle anyway.
Yes.
Apart from we won't get paid.
We won't get paid, but no, we can work that out.
Well, no, actually, what you can do is you can get the estate agents to pay your fee, which will be based on 525, that you might have to negotiate with the vendors, but you can get them to release from the deposit your fee.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've got deals in our pipeline that have been in there 6 months, Greg. So
Okay.
I'll take 90 days if you can exchange quickly.
Yeah, I mean, they can exchange very quickly, and the beauty of that is for them, exchanging on a property, it locks in the fact that they're buying something that is uninhabitable, and so therefore there's no extra stamp.
Yeah. So we would book the sale at 525,
Yes,
and then
they would need to pay the 125 grand to the builders out of that, because the
Yeah.
builders will put a charge on the property for that amount. They will have to allow a charge or a restriction more than a charge to go on the property. Now, how we get around that, because sometimes agents don't like, or solicitors don't like a charge for the full amount of work before it's done. So we've got a special contract we use for that, where on day one the restriction is for £1, and on completion of the works the restriction is for the full 125. But that's something that our solicitor can talk to their solicitor about.
that would be perfect, yes.
It's probably easier for the mechanics to let the solicitors sort that out and not confuse the vendors.
Yeah. I think what we would say to the executors, look, here is the deal.
Yeah.
We will explain it as well as we can, and bear in mind that will be layman for layman.
Yes.
They could not
Yeah.
be hills when we mention.
I think I could probably position it with a bit of a thought about it in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm more than happy to set up a conference call and like explain the offer to them if that helps.
That's right. And then we would have to say as their agent, right, take this now to your solicitor,
Yes.
and within 24 hours can we let us know whether he is comfortable. If he's not comfortable, then we'll have to probably maybe get a conference call set up or something.
Yeah, I mean, what happens sometimes is if they're straightforward conveyancing solicitors, they don't like any creative stuff. But if they're actually a commercial-minded solicitor, then they'll come up with a contract to protect their clients, and the clients will end up getting a very good offer on their property that they're probably not likely to get an offer at that figure.
Right. That's, I think, I can't think of anything else I need to ask. No doubt as soon as we hang up I will.
No problem. If you leave my mobile, if you, Cass and Kim, leave the mobile, if you've got any queries, the best thing to do is to text me and I'll call you back.
Fantastic.
All right?
Let's have a go at that, yeah.
Before you then goes, can you see if
Whatever. Catch you later. That's great. Right, let's have a go at that then.
Okay. Cheers, then.
I've got as much as I need, yeah.
Okay.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Glenn.
No problem. Bye.